And now for our feature presentation.
Welcome, everybody, to Simon vs. the Podcast. I'm your host, Simon. And as usual, I have Sod with me, grumpy motherfucker Sod.
Hello.
And Ethan, master of the corn dog.
I'm still here, still master of the corn dog.
Yeah, good for you. So today we're doing Derailed.
Yes.
Released in 2018/19. I was getting some mixed information on that.
Yes, same here. It said 2019 on Prime where I watched this, and on Letterboxd it's 2018.
2018, yeah.
I did not pay attention to what it said on Tubi. I just saw 2018 on Letterboxd, so I took Letterboxd word for it.
Tubi also said 19. Oh yeah, by the way, this is I always forget to mention this. This is a Tubi Files episode.
Yeah, play the intro.
The intro.
Yes.
Gotta keep the two intros separate from each other so you don't get a copyright strike.
A great intro.
So directed by Dale Fabereg.
See, I think
It's a
I think a Battlefield 2025 director we cannot pronounce. What's with these directors' names you can't even pronounce anymore? Like Battlefield 2025, or like his team was, and now this guy. It's like reoccurring now.
Unless he picked his last name, you sound like a real asshole.
it's just the thing with people on Tubi. Directors that get their movies put on Tubi, they always have borderline unpronounceable names.
I'm sure it's pronounceable. It's just I'm illiterate.
Yeah,
so let's move on.
So,
I'm not done yet.
Simon.
Starring people and Lance Hendrickson.
Yes.
A cameo by Lance Hendrickson.
Yes. Top build cameo.
Amazing. Well, so the film opens underwater. We get like a shitty CGI jump scare opening.
Yes.
If I make an early 2000s like thriller intro, I kind of liked it that way.
So this film has a very similar setup to the film Terror Train,
which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Scream Queen, average slasher of the time. So the setup for both of these movies is people. Because in Terror Train, it's like it's a New Year's party. Everyone's all in costumes and stuff, and they're getting on the train. In this, it's a Halloween murder mystery.
Yeah.
Train.
Well, you picked this out just because you read the premise on Letterboxd and you thought this was
Yeah, I read the description
thing.
and I did. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Just we'll throw a bunch of different movie ideas at the wall and mix it all together in a bowl.
I was kind of excited. I was a bit hyped for this.
But you're a sourpuss, so
I was kind of moderate. I was like, "This is a movie I'm gonna watch," but like by the end, I didn't regret it. By the end,
well, we'll get to that, I guess.
So yeah, we get our setup. It's a murder mystery train.
It's explained
and
by
we see
a couple of like kids,
random annoying teens.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these
who
are
we never
main
see again.
characters, and nope,
that's what I thought too.
Go away.
No, they're only there for like
exposition.
Exposition, yeah.
They're just there to like set everything up, which is like you couldn't get Lance Hendrickson to set it up or explain, since he's clearly.
Well, he says he owns the train station.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I mean, he was talking to that girl dressed as Marilyn, so sort of.
Yeah, but
then spooky Fatman goes past the teens.
Fat man, who could forget?
And then we get introduced to mean gangster douche guy. He gets on the train. It's funny. Our main character, before she gets on the train, she stares at one of the teens. And it cuts back to the teen staring back at her. And then she just has this like look on her face. She looks like she's boarding the train to Auschwitz.
Well, like, but considering like what like, I don't know, because you also got to account for the ending of this movie, which we'll get to.
Oh, mark it down on the bingo. He said the thing.
Oh, we forgot to mention that too, yeah.
Yeah, this is also the Sonic Hate episode.
Yes.
If you could tell by the thumbnail, which I only saw when I got back from work.
Talking, for work, yeah.
Like,
one of my favorite thumbnails.
It's one of the ones we've done for this, like particularly not in general, but like for this channel, it's my favorite one you've done.
It's
no comment
so
from my part.
So all aboard the train. It sucks. We don't get anybody screaming "all aboard."
Yeah, they just sort of get on.
Everyone just gets on the train.
The Polar Express all of a sudden, yeah.
We get a bunch of exposition and character development.
Not really. It's more just exposition.
No.
Yeah, but
Evelyn
it's like, oh, this guy is this, and this guy is that. It's not really development. It's just more, this is what I do. I'm
learning
the
who they
man.
are.
I'm the guy who's going to sit next to you, and...
Yeah, character development.
Okay.
So Evelyn, she's having like schizo freakouts, and also the little girl, too.
Are they related again? I can't remember. Whose sister is that?
No, Evelyn is her own character, and the little girl is there with her like maid babysitter.
Okay, yes. No, because like our lead girl is like only going on there because like her sister is like one of the actors on the train.
No, it's her. It's her friend. It's her
friend. Okay, right.
Yeah. So the spooky fat man from earlier who bumped past the teens. Yeah. He's actually the host.
Yeah, some of the best acting in the movie, by the way, right here. The way he explains everything.
Like this whole film, like I'd say, as opposed to all the other Tubi films we've done, this is probably the most competently acted film.
It's the couple we shot too. I was kind of surprised with some of the shots. Like,
some of the performances are fun, others are kind of terrible. I do agree. It's like in terms of like acting, I would say this is one of the better ones. I'd probably put it behind Lockdown 2025, but
I'd say this is better than.
Yeah, but we don't have.
I mean, some of the green screen isn't that great, but like visual wise, it's pretty competent. Cinematography wise, it's not bad.
For the most part, it just looks very.
I don't think so. I particularly with the train. I mean, it could be the lighting, but I liked it in general. Like,
well, I mean,
the camera itself.
Like, I thought it looked good. On the first part of the train, then sure, I guess I would agree with you because that's clearly where most of the resources went.
Yeah, because it's brighter and whatnot, but then once it gets later on, like it looks how it should look, just darker and whatnot.
It just looks kind of crappy.
I have a point about the lighting later when we get to the derailed.
Yeah, another I'm gonna fact since it's like they're like impersonating different like people and whatnot. I thought it was gonna be Scrooge, but no, he's just him. That's just him. I thought it was gonna do the Scrooge character.
Scrooge from fucking
Christmas. Wait, no, hold on. Are we talking about the fat guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about the fat guy. The cane, like the
imagine.
Well, just because he's got a top hat, it's obviously Scrooge.
Yes, I thought you were Scrooge. Yeah, he's like bitching about these kids.
They also threw in a fucking Christmas Carol angle.
Oh, yes, that's my interpretation.
Evelyn, each sea creature Evelyn meets is a different ghost in the past. Ghost in Christmas past.
I like this movie better. I like my interpretation a lot, honestly. I thought, he's going to do a Scrooge impression. I stand by that.
He comes out and gives his best V for Vendetta speech. So, yeah, he goes through all the characters and he knows everybody's names and stuff, which we learn later why.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like, it's a murder train. It's all fun and games, which is like, it's fun. It's a fun idea, which I think wish had more development on it because it's like quickly like pushed aside.
The one guy, Eugene, he's been on like
a bunch of them.
14 different murder mystery trains, and he's all hyped up. Yeah,
he really enjoys these murder mystery trains.
He's like, I can figure out who did it in the first 5 minutes, honey. Yeah. I thought they were gonna make him like gay or something, but they had enough restraint to. He's a decent character. Like they didn't.
I mean, like I can see him like overdoing it a bit, where it's just like.
Yeah, but he wasn't like flailing his hands constantly. Like
he wasn't like. What am I thinking of? I don't know.
Nathan Lane in Birdcage?
Yeah, Birdcage.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I would have liked it more if Nathan Lane was playing that character.
Oh my god, yeah. So this had a bigger budget. It's getting Nathan Lane to play this character. I guarantee people would love this movie more.
For the budget they had, I thought they did amazing.
I thought it was good. I thought they did a good job on it. Yeah, it's sad how maybe it's not like fleshed out as much, but for the budget, like the length, like it was solid for the most part.
The murder mystery begins. Our host takes a knife to the back.
Yeah.
And then they all start acting like, ooh, who could have done it? Ooh.
Yeah, this is like where it's like, oh, this is like.
But then it turns out the douche guy, he's actually a train robber.
Yeah. Yeah, but I wish I saw at least did like a bit more with like the idea that it's a murder mystery, but it's going wrong, and like no one like picks up on it because they all think it's fake. It's like sort of like very like dumb.
Well, they do think it's fake at first, and then he starts beating the shit out of that one lady.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was just thinking maybe like drag it out a bit more, have a bit more fun with it. I don't know.
No,
you're just being a grump.
I'm glad. Yeah, no, it's not a whodunit movie the whole time. It's something different. It's a creature movie. Like at the end of the day, it can't be a whodunit movie for that long.
Oh no, it's not. Like the first half is sort of like this. Like first, it's like building up as like, this is a murder mystery train. It's all fake, and it's like, oh no, there might be an actual murderer on the train. But then it's like, oh no, now it's a robbery movie. And now it's a creature feature, and it's just.
Well, he technically was an actual murderer on the train.
Oh, yeah, that is true, but not like in a murder mystery Agatha Christie sort of way. It's just like, I'm gonna rob this train.
Still better than fucking Orient Express.
The new one, yes, I do agree. This is better than that.
Your ratings say otherwise.
No, don't go through my ratings.
Personal attacks throughout the rest of the review. So he starts taking stuff from people.
Yeah, which gets my favorite bit in the movie, where like one of the actresses who just like does everything in her power just to like not give him anything, to like an almost comical degree.
It's because she was wearing like her actual jewelry from home, like real expensive diamonds and shit.
Yeah.
So he takes a hostage.
Yes.
But our boy Thomas, the hero, Will Forte's long lost brother.
Yes, I thought the exact same too. I was watching it, and I was DMing Simon. I mentioned it. It's like, oh my god, you reading my mind all of a sudden, because he does. I go, Chad, more Will Forte. Or someone says, you versus the man that she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, well, up until this point, you only see him from the side. But when he gets up, I'm like, holy fuck, Will Forte.
It's MacGruber. MacGruber's going to save this train. Oh my god.
MacGruber over here. So, Will Forte.
Do you want me to do a comparison as well? Just like.
We made one for you.
Oh, yes. Okay, I probably put it up a while ago as soon as this is like put on Will Forte.
Yeah, you can put it up.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah. There we go.
It's uncanny.
It's very uncanny. Yeah, it's like unreal.
Enemy.
Yes, exactly. It's like the Jack Collison and like the Jake Gyllenhaal enemy. Yeah.
It's like that scene in The Simpsons where he goes to the grocery store and it's like ketchup, catsup. It's literally that. So he takes his hostage. Our boy Will Forte Thomas. He pulls out his own gun.
Yeah,
puts it to him, but it turns out his hostage was in on it the whole time, and then I was laughing really hard. She pulls a gun on him because she's in on it. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
They're very clever robbers. I will give them that.
And then child acting happens.
Yeah, yeah, I do love. This is actually my favorite part of the movie. Just like the former hostage just screaming at this one crying child.
Simon, you there, buddy?
Yeah, because I was just handed a nice, fresh homemade lemonade, so.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's good.
It is. Yeah, she starts crying, and they're like, shut her up right now.
Yeah.
So, robber man, he goes to the front of the train to try and stop it so they can get off and run away.
Not before isn't this the bit where, like, lead actress who brought all her fucking jewelry on is, like, going to, like, the former hostage, like, oh, you're trash, and I'm above you, and...
Yeah, so she gets shot in the fucking face.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite bit through the whole movie, just...
You're trash, you're muff cabbage, you're garbage.
You're beneath me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she takes a bullet to the face. And the guy sitting beside her, he's like, oh.
Yeah, but isn't there another guy who gets shot during this bit? Or
yeah, Randy or something is his name, gets shot in the shoulder.
Not one of the players, I guess.
One of the actors.
Yeah, he was one of the actors.
Yeah. So then he goes to the conductors, tells them to stop the train.
Which they don't.
They don't.
Yeah, they just ignore it.
And it's funny because the one conductor grabs a shovel and like nails him in the throat with the shovel. And then, but he shoots both the conductors.
No, it's weird. It's like it's a ricochet thing. It's like something out of Alien Resurrection almost. With that one guy, he just shoots off bits of wall or whatever.
But yeah, he gets both of them, and he tries to stop the train, but he dies before then. And then we cut back.
This is where we see how dedicated a former hostage lady is. How much faith she has in this one guy, this one tubby little train robber.
Yeah, it's because it's probably her boyfriend or fiance or whatever.
Maybe, but he's like, oh, no, he's got it under control.
Yeah.
Even when, like, the train's about to go off, like, a cliff side or whatever, it's like, nah, he's got it, he knows what he's doing.
Well, the other guy, like, the train staff, he's like, you gotta let me get there.
Oh, yeah.
So I can stop the train. She says no.
Guy, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
He sort of disappears from the movie as well, doesn't he? He's just...
Well, it's presumed people that you don't see after the crash were just thrown into the lake.
Yeah, but they all get in the same, like, car, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it was sinking, so...
They couldn't hold on to that one train conductor.
Then we cut back to the guy with the shovel in his throat, and he's piss and blood. He's dead. And then we cut back again for our boy, Will Forte Thomas. He knocks the cocktail hostage lady down, takes her gun... And then they all run to the final.
Like a big argument where it's just like, we gotta move to the next cart, and she's like, nah, you're all staying here. You're not going anywhere. Just like almost a comical degree. And then like after that, yeah, they all get off, but she has another gun and.
Hey, I have a second gun. She runs to the conductor area, but by that point, everybody else, the main cast is already in the caboose.
Yeah.
And then we get it. We get derailed.
They said they did the thing. They did the thing in the title. They did it.
So this is where they crash. Everyone starts waking up, and they're all acting like, "Oh, it's dark. I can't see shit," even though there's a shit ton of light coming in.
It's like, oh god.
I thought that was really funny. It's like, I can't see anything as a light is shined in his
water
face.
In their eyes. I don't know.
It's confused me more than anything.
So yeah, this is like, I guess when the second half of the movie kicks off.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just them on this. Well, not even like for the most part, because they get off this caboose very quickly, which is something I wasn't expecting. I thought like most of them.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be stuck on this for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, like, and also the fact that on the poster it's like sinking, and it's like
it's fully submerged underwater.
Yeah, I thought,
yeah,
it's gonna be like, oh, they got to get off, find a way out. Their time's running out, or there's gonna be some like subplot where it's like, oh, we're running out of oxygen, but. No.
See, it subverted your expectations.
Yeah, but not in a good way. More
made
like
you
I'm
think.
disappointed now, because I wanted something a bit more. I thought you could do so much with this dumb idea.
Australians always wanting more.
I mean, that is true. I'm not going to deny that.
Gonna make you watch Rogue with me.
I like Rogue, the big crocodile movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie. It's good. By the same guy.
Oh, fuck you. We're not watching it then.
Oh, okay.
We're watching Australia now. So, one of the actor guys, he throws a fucking hissy fit.
He's
all pissed off. Yeah, and he beats the shit out of Thomas Will Forte.
Well, yeah, we don't really know why, though. He's like, you're in on this. This is all your fault.
It's because... Yeah, he says that Thomas is in on it, which was there's no fucking indication that he was at all.
I'm like, is it? I don't know, like, was he like a part of the train robbery at some point?
He
like,
wasn't.
An early script? Like, I'm thinking about. I'm not sure if like this is like a case where like they just forgot to change something, because it's like, I don't know. He also has a gun on the train beforehand, as we said before. So it's like, oh, maybe he was in on it at some point, but it's like, no.
Well, as he's beating, like, he only starts beating the shit out of him because, like, Thomas is like, calm down. He's like, I'll show you calm. It's punching him.
It's so weird.
So Evelyn and Evelyn's friend get him off. Finally, after like 3 minutes of straight punching.
Yeah, it's like.
And like Thomas, he's just beat this shit on the ground. He's like, "Oh, that sucked," and he's still super chill about it. Yeah. He shows no animosity towards. I think that character's name is Matthew.
Yeah, I just call him Mustache Man because he had the fake mustache on.
He pulls the mustache off though.
Yeah, which another disappointing thing about this movie. I want him to just keep the mustache.
So he takes an axe which is clearly a piece of the set.
Yes, it's like this adorable little cardboard wall. Not even yeah.
Yeah, no, it was like little plywood wall. And he breaks that down and they see that they're like stuck in the middle of a lake.
Yeah. Slowly
sinking.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I don't know. Water's getting in there, so you know.
A buoy.
Yeah. Well, he's like, oh, he makes land.
Yeah, he's like, I think I see land, so he just jumps in.
Yeah, but also there's the other guy who's like bleeding out. Who's
Randy or Randall, whatever his name is.
Like,
yeah,
we're gonna come back to you and get you a hospital or whatever. Doesn't.
He's
happen.
Like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm dying. Ugh.
So he's like, I see land, and they tell him to come back to the caboose. Starts swimming back, and then we see the arm of the creature pull him down. He's dead.
Is he? Doesn't he get back out?
No, he's dead.
Oh, maybe I'm getting confused. Well, no,
he pops up for.
Watch the movie?
Oh.
Yeah, Sod.
No, but it's like this one bit like, where they get into an argument, and then they get like flashlights, and they're just like.
That was before he jumped in. They grabbed flashlights.
Right.
He's dead. So then Randy, because the front part that is sinking into the water is open. Yeah. He gets dragged in by the creature. He's dead.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
How do we feel about the way the creature looks?
I think it looks awesome.
I like it.
To me, I was
like
reminded way too much of like the molded enemies from Resident Evil 7.
Everything is a Resident Evil reference with you. No matter what, you can tie anything to Resident Evil. I am super surprised by that.
Welcome to Raccoon City review coming soon.
Oh, yeah. People want to hear my take on that.
No, they don't. They don't want to hear your take on anything because you're a grumpy bastard. Why are you so negative, Sod?
Why do you hate movies? If it's on Tubi, it's not directed by an auteur, that's not excellent to you. You didn't come, it wasn't cinema to you. I don't understand that. Yeah, it was not excellent. No.
I hope you get shot in the dick tomorrow when you go paintballing.
Oh my god! Why are you so mean?
So, Evelyn, the podcast now.
Evelyn's friend, who was one of the actors on the train, she goes to try and help Randall, whatever. Then she gets grabbed by the creature, which we get the first time we actually see more of the creature. We get this awesome scene of the creature like pulling her in, her arm gets ripped off.
I will give this movie credit where it's due. Some of the practical stuff in this movie is pretty decent. It's good.
They rarely
was it excellent though?
CG.
Was it excellent though, Side? Like, it was good, but was it excellent? That's my question.
It was good.
Oh, okay. No, it wasn't excellent. Okay, no, it was not excellent.
It did not come.
It was not excellent. Okay, I thought it was great. This is like a favorite part of the movie. Where like, her skin just gets ripped off, and then like she just rips off her arm. Like, you just have to like, if you're listening to this movie, you just have to see it for yourself. But that was really good. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, really and then Evelyn's like, holy shit, because she's holding her arm.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal to say the least.
A lot of screaming.
I'm just really happy that it's a suit and not a CGI blob.
Oh,
that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting, to be fair. But yeah,
I was like, yeah, fucking practical effects. Let's go.
Even though sometimes it does look a bit goofy, especially in the scenes where they're trying to swim away from it.
No, Sod, he doesn't look anything like Goofy, idiot.
I'm fuming right now.
He's like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I'm reevaluating my life choices right now.
This whole podcast in general is like, why do I edit these episodes for these assholes? It's tear me apart every episode.
Me every time.
He's gonna re-edit this to make himself look really good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be.
I'm the puppet master in this scenario, so.
He's gonna be playing the victim on Twitter later. That's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna dox us like mid episode. Gonna put our IP addresses up on.
Yeah, here they are, everybody.
Yeah. Pictures, yeah.
Here's some pictures of them and everything.
As soon as I'm poisoned, venomous animals from Australia.
Yeah.
Fuck. So, our boy Thomas, he shoots the creature a couple times, and then they're like, "We gotta get the hell." Oh, by the way, Eugene is actually trapped during all this under like a desk and some boards and stuff. Oh yeah, we
forgot about Eugene, the sardine man.
Yeah. So he's like, ah.
And they're just like, oh, we can't do anything for him.
Oh well, sucks to be you, Eugene.
Sorry, Eugene.
But so here's what happens: the maid, the child, or I guess not maid. She's like, maybe she's the maid. I don't know. It's not really explained. Yeah, I just put maid babysitter. The child and Evelyn, they jump in the water. Well, Thomas stays behind and tries to get Eugene unstuck while the train is sinking. They swim to shore.
Yeah, this is
what Evelyn gets grabbed, and then the maid jumps in and starts like punching the.
Yeah, it looks
they get grabbed
though.
in the. They get grabbed in the water, and the maid and Evelyn were able to fist fight the thing off, which was kind of unrealistic, given we've seen the strength of this creature.
Yeah. Plus, it looks like it was hitting like in the mouth weirdly, like not actually.
Its most powerful vital point.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why the creature just didn't gnaw their arms off, but whatever.
Yeah. Because we find out later on why, Sod.
Oh,
You're not thinking.
I am thinking. You're the ones who are blind.
Is the ending what really pissed you off?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
No, as soon as they go off the trains when it really pissed me off, because then it's like, oh no, we're going to have fun in the woods now. You had one job, I just want a good, fun, dumb train horror movie.
I'm glad it wasn't that. So the movie you want is not what I wanted. I'm really glad about that.
You just want ghost ship.
Not really just...
These ones like...
I don't... Not ghost... What does ghost ship have to do with anything right
you
now?
You also just want Deep Rising. That's what you want.
Yeah, I want a Deep Rising.
You also want who done that shit. Wait, I'm glad.
That was on a cruise ship, though, not a train, so you're wrong.
He wanted who done it shit, which I'm so glad it wasn't that for long. It got something way better.
Like, as I said
the
before,
creature did
you
it.
look at the premise and like the poster, and it's like, oh, you could have so many good ideas on this like train, like one location, but no, let's go to the forest and now like a crappy warehouse that we're gonna make look like a weird mill or whatever.
Well, what happens is
this director, we can't pronounce your name if you're listening. Good job. That's all I gotta say. From me and Simon.
We're sorry for our friend here. He's
Australian.
Australian. Forgive him.
Yeah.
He lives in constant fear of his life.
Yeah.
Well, what happens here is Eugene and Thomas actually escape, and they come to shore. But the creature
off screen.
No, not off screen.
It is off screen.
Well, they escape off screen.
Yeah, they escape. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They escape.
They
get out of there.
They escape and get out of there. They run away.
They come to the shore, but then the creature's right there. So the maid lady jumps in to save the little girl.
That's not even like the little girl's fine.
It was like going down with like the ship kind of thing. She's like, bye.
Yeah, as she says bye, she could have like gotten away, but no. Like,
I'm dead now.
It's all a weird like thing of like character sacrifices, which got another big one, but not even.
At least the sacrifices in this last longer than the ones in The Descent 2.
Yeah, that is true. That is
my god.
True. But yeah, so they walk around
they run through the It's great. We get the little girl's shitty scream at the moon. No. The shot of the moon is so funny. They find this like weird abandoned house thing.
I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like a abandoned like thing in like the Blair Witch house or whatever. But they go inside.
Yeah, they go in there.
Like
they think they're
someone's
safe.
Warehouse or some whatever. It doesn't really look like what it looks like on the outside.
Yeah. They go in there, they start looking around. Eugene, he finds his can of sardines. Yes. He's super happy about it.
To be fair, I did like that even in these terrible circumstances, a man can just sit down and have a tin of sardines and have a really good time.
Me too. That's what I'd be doing. Eugene's my guy in this movie. Yeah, he's my favorite character in this whole movie. Yeah.
So, while Eugene is eating his sardines, Evelyn and Thomas are having this conversation about like, well, maybe this is just how it ends. Like, life sucks, you know?
Yeah,
and then
out of nowhere, it's like...
they hear some scrims, and they come back. We probably get... This is my favorite kill of the film.
It's so the most, like, inventive, which... This movie doesn't have a lot of it, but this is the...
You see Eugene's head inside of the creature's first mouth. Then he closes his second mouth and crushes Eugene's head inside of him. So we assume that the creature has completely swallowed Eugene.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was just such a cool kill.
He got bored.
I liked it. It's like the head crush trap from Saw. It was kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
so they
start doing
crush,
like
it looks good. Like I'll give it like
you can throw that up.
Yeah, the effects look.
Throw
good
it up
sometimes.
for the people.
They look good for what they are.
Wave to the people. Blow kisses to them.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna do that either.
Oh, you grumpy bastard.
I don't want to do that. I don't know. No, not today, at least.
So then we get like the Scooby-Doo run around the house.
Sure, any other day, why not? But this recording, no.
Went from Ethan being the grumpy bastard to Sod.
Oh my god, I love it though. Finally, I might give a Simon Sod versus Ethan. I mean, no, Simon and Ethan versus Sod. See, I messed up there. It's what it used to be.
You know, episode.
Oh, redacted. Yeah, that's true. But that,
you were being a real sourpuss on that one too.
Yes, very much so.
Your cousin.
What's Ozzy's? So it's raining. What's up? Like Ozzy's ass and Ethan Cohen. What are you up against him?
We don't have anything against him.
Fine comedy.
He just didn't really make a good comedy.
It was a good comedy. What was not funny about Sean Astin, the man you know from Lord of the Rings, at a video rental store yelling, "My wife was redacted out loud." Was not comedy gold about that to you? Was it excellent?
No, it was not excellent.
Okay, moving on.
I'll give it -1 excellence out of excellency, which is not excellent.
I give it my I give it my classic trademark 3.5 out of 5.
Does it get the Ethan seal of approval? That little badge
yes,
you go around handing out to everyone.
Yeah,
with
it
like
gets
your
a 3.5 out of 5.
You get thumbs up saying Ethan approved.
Yes, it's my 3.5 out of 5. It's my trademark. It's my approval. That's when you know it's good.
Sure. Anyway, where were we up to in this stupid movie again?
They just start running around the house and they're getting chased, and then they run to the basement.
Yeah, they go to the basement.
And then Thomas is like,
he just
I will make a sacrifice. Yeah, he stares at the child and then he gets like pulled up through the ceiling and he's dead, which sucked because he was cool.
Yeah, he was my favorite character.
Probably the only likable character other than
that
Eugene.
was also Eugene. Yeah, Eugene. Really, I just wanted this to become a gay rom-com with Eugene and not Will Forte. Yeah.
Someone hit Will Forte up. Maybe we can get these two together.
Yeah, again. I want to see them do more stuff together again.
But then, like, they're locked in the basement now, and they have just a boring conversation. Yeah. She's like, "No, we're gonna make it," and the little girl's like, "Yeah, sure, okay."
Yeah,
whatever,
the little girl really becomes like so bitter and cynical.
She's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make it, you and me, sure."
She gets so nihilistic. Doesn't go she gets so nihilistic and silent. Yeah, it gets nowhere.
And then like Evelyn looks away for 1 second, and like the little girl's at the door. Like, she's like, "See you later, fucker." And then she commits suicide by monster.
It's so out of nowhere, though. It's like, wait,
it's
what?
So good. Evelyn's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, even we're like, what?
Would y'all do the same?
No.
I just thought that would y'all do the same? Oh, okay.
I was not actively like suicide by monster.
There's better ways to suicide.
I don't know about that. It
like
really has to depend how far it goes.
By a sea creature in your head.
There are much better ways than that.
I would rather get void by a sea creature because I would get experience. Like a death not many people would get, so I'd want that new experience.
You can stop now.
No, it's true. It's a different experience that my people get to have.
Okay, moving on.
It's literally a one-time experience.
It is an experience of a lifetime.
You're fucking dead afterwards.
Exactly. Yes, and then you move on to blackness or wherever you go. It's great.
What?
All right, then Evelyn somehow fucking escapes. She like breaks down a window in the basement and just runs.
She wakes up to the next morning and like the monster's just fucked off.
Oh,
did you even watch the movie that you love so much?
I did.
Apparently?
I was just laughing. I was laughing so fucking hard from the child suicide by monster. Just that whole conversation. It was just so funny.
Yeah,
so then she just starts walking back to the train station.
Well, no, it's like a big drawn out sequence of her just like running around the woods going, where am I? It's like something out of sort of like The Descent. It did remind me of Descent's ending in a way.
It did for me too. Yeah, I don't know why I got like the sea creature one out. Plus, I watched The Descent very recently, so my mind is like refreshed on it. I think that's it probably doesn't mind The Descent.
Yeah, but she makes her way back to the train station where she.
The Descent the descent walked, so this could run.
No.
Yeah, she's back at the train station. She meets up with like one of the staff.
Yeah, the worst actor in the whole movie, by the way.
She tried. She's still better than every actor in fucking Battlefield 2025.
Yeah, okay,
the final girl?
So,
y'all think the final girl was bad?
No, he's talking about the Asian employee at the train station.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For a second, like, I thought it was going to be some, like, dream logic twist that... Because the descent was in my head. I'm like, oh, no, she's going to be back in the, I don't know, place where she was before.
It's great, because she's like...
How, like,
because the employee's like, train wreck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's like so. Like,
and she's like,
weird.
there's a monster. I was like, yes. I was just sitting there like, yes, do it.
I was like, no, don't.
I saw it sitting there like, no, and I'm sitting there like, yes.
I'm just like, I'm just shaking my head.
The second that happened, I knew why Saad was so pissed off, because I was so happy. So she goes and gets Lance Hendrickson, who returns.
Well, no, what happens? Like doesn't she get like another like a staff member there?
She gets like the organizer of the parties, and like they like lock her in the room. She's like, they tell her to calm down.
Yeah, no, they're very like, just calm down. She's like, my friends are all dead, and there was a monster, there was a train
All
crash.
My friends are dead.
And she's like, no, calm down.
You need to be calm.
Yeah, he's like battered and bloodied, and
yeah, and she's freaking out, and then they go and get Lance Hendrickson, and he's like, my God, it can't be.
Also, Lance Hendrickson just like looks drunk. Like, visibly, like, he just doesn't give a shit. He's like,
I guarantee he was only on set for 10 minutes total. Probably filmed his scenes back to back.
Yeah, they gotta get it out of... Yeah, God, it's not good.
So, she's freaking out in the room, and then she looks up, and then the door shaking stops, and Lance is like, my God. They open the door, she's not in there, she's gone.
And so Lance jumps to the obvious conclusion that it must be tied to this random train.
Well, no, because they explain what she looks like, and he's like, I have a story to tell you.
Oh, God.
She's like, yeah, but she said there was a derailing. He's like, there was 90 years ago.
Yeah, and like Shyamalan, it's like
I was like, yes. I was like, we get the M. Night Shyamalan ding dong plot twist.
Yeah, and when I say like their opening credits remind me of like an early 2000s thriller, this is what it reminds me the most of like an early 2000s thriller. This twist ending, like everything, like early 2000s thriller had that big twist ending that may or may not make sense. But you know what? Even if it doesn't make sense, who cares? Yes. Yeah, who cares? Exactly. Yeah, secret window. The others, whatever. Movie,
they were all ghosts getting chased by death.
We don't even know it was death. It was just if death looks like a sea creature, then that's a very disappointing revelation.
Well, death was also the fat man on the train.
Yeah, I would have preferred that if like,
it symbolized death.
So it's like the fat man and the sea creature one and the same, like they're the same entity.
They're in cahoots.
Okay, so.
Yeah, well, Lance Hendrickson explains like 90 years ago they were all here for a train party, and the train we're standing in right now is the exact same train car. Was it
also a murder mystery? Did he specify whether or not it was a murder mystery?
I don't know.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, so...
No, he just said all these people on a train disappeared. Nobody knows what happened.
I don't know. It's all implied that it's like a constant loop of her just like going back to.
That's what it seems like, yeah. Because at the very, very end, after we see like the host guy again staring at the photo, we see her getting on the train again and then fading in. So I'm assuming so, yeah. They're stuck in a death loop.
Yeah. Eugene will get bored every single time.
Poor Eugene.
That's Ethan's fantasy right there. Being
That's why Eugene's my favorite character. I wish I was him in a situation. That's my boy. Eating sardines too. I understand him.
I hate you so much.
Thank you. That's a solid episode, I believe.
So, Saw.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yeah, I want you to start because your pure hatred for anything that isn't John Carpenter.
Oh, come on.
Derek Cronenberg, yeah.
It's just like such a like whatever horror movie. Like it's sort of like I just want to say right off the bat, like I wanted to like this. Like it's just, I saw the same premise you did. I was like, this could be fun. But then, and I guess like at first I was like sort of on board with it, like the whole murder mystery, then to a robbery, and then to sort of like the derailment eventually. I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is going fine, but then it just sort of like goes, as soon as they get off that train, it just like takes a massive nosedive. I'm just like, okay, this stopped being fun. And then that twist ending is just like, to me, I don't know.
The movie didn't stop being fun. You did.
Oh, okay.
It got better.
That's the twist of the episode.
The real twist was Sod. Sod is the monster all along.
Do you watch this like was somebody like messing with you watching the movie? Was someone like constantly calling you? Like
was your dog? Did your bird not like the movie?
Exactly.
I heard a bird. What are you talking about?
The movie? Your dog not like the movie? I don't understand.
Ethan, can we explain the bird thing?
Okay, yes. Well, how me and Simon even met in the first place was through a Discord server about movies. And there was an event where people recommend each other movies. Oh, that's true. Yeah, well, yeah, well, I don't want to think about you right now, but yes, me and Simon, my bestie, did meet together. Oh shit, no, I said it, but whatever. Who cares anymore? I'm not part of it anymore. One person I shall not be named. Simon tried recommending Hot Rod to this individual.
They're like, give me a goofy comedy. I was like, well, here's Hot Rod. It's a goofy comedy.
Yes, and you gave Hot Rod. Them or whoever did not like it whatsoever. They absolutely hated it. So this individual saying, "Oh, my bird! It keeps like squeaking, squawking, and like it's really disrupting the movie."
Wait, so
my
the bird?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Wait, hold on,
exactly
sorry,
they said.
Hold the phone. He didn't like the movie because his pet bird kept on screeching at it.
And then he said the bird didn't like the movie, so he didn't like the movie.
Yes. I don't give it each time the bird like goes crazy, she'll like lower the rating. That's her logic. It was the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my whole Discord history.
Idea. Like, sorry, no, this is like I'm going on a tangent now, but I love this idea of like this person who owns a bird and like they invite someone over for like, I don't know, tea or biscuits or whatever, or coffee, and the bird just starts screeching at the person they've invited in, and it goes, my bird doesn't like you, I don't like you either.
Yeah, that's probably the logic that the person was working on. Also, the same person said that The Mask was a rape film.
Oh, a very rapey movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and The Master. So I recommended Paul Thomas Anderson's The Master, and like the person's individual shall not be named said it was so boring. She said that the acting was bad, and how The Cat in the Hat of Mike Myers was the better movie. She tried giving her like evidence points. No, it's a kid. It's a kid. Yeah, basically, it's a dumb kid. That's it.
Okay.
When are we doing Cat in the Hat?
I don't know, is it on Tubi?
I actually have not seen it before.
You've never seen Cat in the Hat?
No, I've never seen it once in my life.
You are in for a treat, sir.
I'd hope so. I hope it's as like batshit insane as it looks. I really hope so.
It's
good.
It's full redacted.
Okay, good. I love full redacted. Good.
It truly is full redacted. You know how we all like the Jim Carrey's Grinch?
Yeah, I love the Grinch.
This goes in the opposite direction.
So like Jim Carrey's performance in a whole music Grinch, basically like that the optimum of the energy of that movie, basically.
No
energy.
Mike Myers I don't want to get too much into it, but Mike Myers' performance in that movie is so weird, uncomfortable.
Probably because he was because he couldn't freaking move in the suit that they made.
Like he looks visibly like in pain.
Discomfort?
Yeah. Discomfort. No, because he can't move in the costume.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Jim Carrey's Grinch, where he like clearly he's like very fluid in it. He knows how to like use the costume to his like benefit, while Mike Myers just like looks like he's just in horrible, horrible pain the whole time.
Sounds great. I can't wait.
So yeah, back to this train movie you two love so much. Go on. Final thoughts.
Who? Yeah. Okay.
It's good. 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Cinema.
There you go.
Yeah. What's your rating, Saad? You didn't give out your rating.
Oh yeah, 1 out of 5.
Boo. Okay.
Boo this
Why are you booing me up right?
No, you're not.
How could you say something so controversial yet so brave?
Can't believe you get like a 6 out of 100. Like you're such a hack.
Oh, shut up! Don't bring 100 ratings into this now.
Yes. You're the type of person that would do out of 100 ratings.
No, I
honestly, I can see you
doing
that.
That is a low blow, man. I can see that. That is a low blow.
I can absolutely no. I can see that definitely happening. On Twin Peaks Return, it was excellent. 99 out of 100.
Well, you know I gave that a 4 out of 5. You know I gave The Return a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Yeah, which is bullshit. You have the wrong rating. Yeah. All right. This movie, I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. I like how the first half, the whodunit, Clue, Knives Out shit. I kind of like, at least with me, maybe I'm redacted, but like maybe like it kind of played with how like as it was happening, as it was escalating, it's like it's gonna play along with it. It was just really happening. It was weird at first, but then, once more and more shit happens, I'm like, no, this is definitely real, whatnot. It's like even if it didn't get to the whole sea creature, I was like weirdly interested in that bit of it, that whodunit is how much it escalates. And then the rest of it, like I don't mind like survival type of horror movies. Like even if the characters aren't exactly the strongest, I like sometimes like the reason it gives you care about those people, like the situation they're in. And once like an annoying character is there and they do get killed off, it gets very satisfying. Like in Battlefield 2025 with the Dylan kid. But like there were no real characters in this movie that like, bothered me, at least. Like Eugene was kind of somewhat charismatic and likable, and Thomas, like even though like I mean he didn't really say that much, but like his presence is what he stood for, and the whole movie just like protecting others and whatnot.
He stands for truth, God, and the American way.
Yeah, sure. But that's goddamn right. It's like he's like the American hero of this movie. He's if I was in a situation, he's like the guy that you would want to be with.
This man's chin could carry an entire team on. He is so good. I love that the premise. I love that like the premise of the movie changes every 20 minutes. So like we get the murder, we get like the train, then we get the murder mystery on the train, and then it becomes a train robbery, which turns into a survival film, which turns into a horror survival film, which turns into a fucking ghost movie.
But I was thinking about the budget earlier, like sure, maybe something green screen like isn't the greatest, but I don't really care because like overall, like
it doesn't really do anything particularly well.
For a low budget, I thought like it wasn't shot bad. Like the acting for the most part wasn't bad, and like plus these guys like playing like old timey different people. Like Eugene, like what he was wearing, like what anybody was wearing really. I thought it looked good. Like the costume design was pretty good. I think overall, it won't like blow you away probably, but like if you're wanting a solid like survival horror that's free to watch on Tubi on like a Thursday night, which is like what happened yesterday when I watched it. I think you might get something out of it. I don't think it really deserves the 1.9 average rating on Letterboxd, which I think is absurd to me. Like, there's so many worse movies out there that are so incompetent and like offensive to audiences that like I don't get why some people just have like that mind state of horror. They have like for horror in particular, they have like distaste for like lower budget horror. But like I thought it was solid for the most part. I'd give it the same rating as Simon did, a 3 out of 5. So not bad. I'd like Simon. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I just think the moral of the story is Sod is a grumpy old man.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sod, we love you, but
it's not it.
It's show anymore. You're gonna replace you.
You're strong this point.
You can still do the watch-alongs, and I'll allow you to keep editing. But Thin Ice,
I'll allow you. You shall be allowed to stick around.
Has full control of the channel. Changes it to Simon. Sucks.
LOL.
GG.
XD.
Yeah, some lowercase x, capital case X. So yeah, this was our podcast on the film Derailed. Thanks for listening. I'm Simon.
I am Ethan.
And I'm a grumpy old bastard, apparently.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Never come back again.